Hey everyone, Mark and Julie Bennett from RV Love, coming at you from Old Orchard Beach in Maine.
Beautiful here, but we are going to be live on Wednesday, July 24 from 8 p.m. Central with your RV wingman, Alan Warren. So come and join us live. We'll be streaming here. Click the like button here on this video right now and you will get a notification of when we are live. Bring along all of your questions and you're going to call in, we're going to chat, hang out, talk about anything and everything RVs. So click like below on this video now and we'll see you on Wednesday the 24th from 8 p.m. Central. See ya.
All right, so what does it take to be a happy camper, huh? I mean, in general, what kind of a person really loves RVing? I'm going to give you my take here in just a few seconds. Welcome to the country's most listened to radio and social media show about the RV lifestyle. I am Alan Warren, the RV wingman, working to keep you away from the con men and crooks in the RV world and connect you with only the best dealers and service folks in the country. So here's the deal. RVing appeals to millions of people, right? And there are probably countless reasons why people love to do it. Travel and freedom and adventure, being able to escape the city for a few days. As I said, there are some obvious reasons, but you know what? If you dig a little bit deeper, there are some, and you look at the people that have RV'd for a very long time, for decades, they seem to have one thing in common, and that's the ability to adjust when life gives them, well, those unwanted and unexpected surprises, the kind of things that, well, not little things. I'm talking about the kind of things that'll make you adjust your whole travel or vacation plans. Let me give you a little bit of an example. Recently, at our campground in Texas, we have the nicest people staying with us. They're building a house in the area, so they're going to be staying with us for a few months while it's being built. They got a really nice, brand new Jayco Pinnacle fifth wheel. It's a biggie. It's a nice one. It was late one afternoon. The weather was perfect, and couple was happy. Everything was great until we had a big storm pop up. It was just a wind storm, but it went from no wind, no warning, to 60 miles an hour. Their awning, which was all set up, it turned into a parachute. It literally yanked one of the side arms, ripped it right out of the side of the fifth wheel, and that parachute turned into a harpoon. It flew up on top of the RV and speared one of the AC units on the roof. It was incredible. And so stand by just a second. I've got the graphics girl. She's driving me nuts. Anyway, it all took place in about 30 seconds, and brother, it was hot. I'm telling you, really hot. The dealer said, they called him up, said, you guys get here in the morning and we'll take care of it. So they hooked back up. They try to hook back up with their truck. Their electric levelers malfunctioned. They were not having a good afternoon. Next morning, they tried to get connected for a half a day. People in the campground tried to help them. Finally, they found a workaround, and they were able to hook up, head on out to the dealer. So then they got to spend, well, it was bad. I'm just telling you, I felt horrible for this couple. But you know what? They weren't stomping around pitching a fit. They were not at each other's throats. They weren't necessarily happy, but they were calm and friendly the whole time. Not angry and frustrated and miserable. It was almost like, what's the big deal? Maybe it wasn't that big a deal because the husband is a retired Marine. Maybe it wasn't that big a deal because they had so many people watching. They didn't want to make a spectacle of themselves. But maybe, just maybe, it was because they're the kind of people that take things in stride. They're able to make adjustments and deal with the problems that arise in an imperfect world. And that's the kind of attitude I think that truly happy campers have. They're able to take things in stride, deal with the unexpected, the things you just can't predict, and still keep their composure. If you are an RVer, you may not have to deal with issues like this couple did, but you will have to deal with surprises, and you will have to be able to adapt to whatever situations life gives you and keep things in perspective. If you have to have everything work out just right, or you may be miserable, RVing may not be for you. The happiest campers I know of are folks who are able to not just take the good, but they accept the not so good and make the necessary adjustments and still keep a cool head. The moral of the story here, well, it's this. If you want to be a happy camper, embrace the bumps in the road that you will almost surely hit. Welcome the unexpected and realize that no matter if your awning blows off and harpoons your AC unit and your leveling jacks go out, hey, this too shall pass.
I honestly can't picture you being cool and calm in that situation. I think you'd be stomping around and looking for something to kick.
No, I would not. I would be looking for space, though. I'm a kind of person, I need to figure things out.
Okay, if you say so, but you would need a lot of space, I think.
Well, maybe so.
But can I tell everybody what's ahead for today's show?
Sure.
All right, I am excited because we have the girl camper scheduled to be on for a couple segments. She's going to be telling us about her upcoming camper college, which I think is really cool, and that's going to be taking place in a few months. And she's just such a really nice lady, and I am especially looking forward to our pet trainer, Roman Gottfried.
All right, so he is not just a pet trainer, but he's a holistic pet trainer. This guy is good. I'm telling you, he's really good. If you have a dog and you have any dog-related questions or situations that you're dealing with and you want to know the answers, Roman Gottfried just may have them. In fact, we're going to have Roman on for our after the show today, so we'll have him on in segment 4 for a few minutes and then again for a half hour or more after the show.
Did you see the email that came in this week from Steve Quarter in Virginia?
Which one was that?
He's the one that sent us the pictures of his setup, saying he gets the 23 miles per gallon.
Yeah, I saw that one. It's very, very cool.
Did you see the pictures?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put those up on the screen actually.
All right. You live stream, folks. This was sent in by Steve Quarter from where'd you say, Virginia?
Virginia, yeah. And I just think it's really cute. He says that he and his wife have stayed on the road in this little travel trailer for up to 3 months at a time. They call their setup Woody and the Viking.
That's cool. Steve, you make a really good point, too, in your email about people needing to look at the entire cost of RV ownership before they pull the trigger on one. I mean, besides your obvious your payments, you got storage fees and insurance and registration and maintenance and upkeep, and then, of course, you've got the campground fees. So it does all add up. Steve even said in his email that he knows some people who bought a brand-new RV, a beautiful RV, and cannot afford to use it very often because they did not factor in the other costs of ownership. So that is really good info to keep in mind.
Okay, so the next one I'm bringing up, it's really gross. It's really gross, but...
Oh. You don't really want to talk about that.
Well, it has to do with camping and hiking and pets. And I know that you love all three of those things.
I do, but this one is over the pale. Folks, this is the graphics girl's decision to do this. So okay. Forgive me.
So a couple of weeks, you posted a story that you saw on Facebook about how our national forests are being littered beyond words. That was out in places in the West. And that human beings, I'm going to put some pictures on the screen, but they're leaving their trash and poop and bottles and cans, and they're leaving everything else along the hiking trails.
Yep. I did post that, and the pictures are absolutely awful. I mean, just to think that we have slobs that litter up our beautiful BLM lands and national forests and national parks. I don't get it. It is a serious problem.
But what about the number of dogs that are in Colorado? That's the thing that the ones that are being seen by veterinarians because they're high on marijuana.
Yeah, dogs getting high on marijuana. Did y'all see this story? I posted it on Facebook. Goose, did you see it? Unbelievable. This is gross, but just imagine in Colorado, veterinarians are seeing an increase in the number of dogs that are literally high from eating marijuana.
But you got to tell them how the dogs are eating it.
You tell them. You tell them, Miss Katie.
No, I think you should tell them.
Okay, if you have I'll do it. No, I'm going to do it. If you have a weak stomach, turn the volume down for the next 60 seconds. The dogs, every one of them that's been high has been hiking with their owner, hiking in the beautiful mountains of Colorado. Only problem is those dogs are finding human poop, big dirty, on the side of the trail. Big dirty from potheads. And they're eating it.
Oh, Dad, that's so gross. I don't know why you wanted to talk about that.
You brought it up.
I know. I just think it's crazy.
All right, so here's the deal. Some pothead goes and gets high, takes a hike in God's country, decides they need a big dirty, not way off the trail where nobody's going to find it, not covering it up where nobody's going to step in it, but they leave it for someone's dog to eat. How gross is that? The remnants of the pothead THC, I guess, the loaded joint or brownies or whatever they're eating, is ingested by the dogs. It's really bad. All right, Goose, did we break any FCC laws or rules there? No, he says no, so that's good. All right, so we've got less than a minute to go. Hey, I didn't bring this whole thing up, Graphics Girl.
But you did post it on Facebook.
I posted a link to the story. All right, folks, I am sorry, but this is not a joke. Can you believe it? What is wrong with some people? That's just crazy. All right, we're going to jump for a break. And hey, speaking of dogs, we have a holistic dog trainer that's going to be on later this hour. And he says, get this, that you really can teach an old dog new tricks. I wonder if that works for people too. All right, straight ahead, it's our friend, the girl camper, Janine Pettit. If we have any women listening who are not yet RVers, but they're interested in becoming an RVer, or you fellas, if you want your partner to enjoy RVing and camping as much as you do, y'all stick around. You're going to love the girl camper, and she's coming up next on the RV Show USA.